What's up, y'all? Welcome to my channel, and I'm going to show you guys how I got this look. So let's just get into it. So off camera, I set her brows with some setting powder, and right now I'm just brushing them back into place. Her eyebrows are already nice and threaded, so that was pretty easy. So the first thing I like to do is go right under her brows with a straight line, and I do the same thing with the top. Really nothing spectacular. I just do that and fill it in. Like I said before, her brows are already shaped, so I didn't really have much to do there. And the brow pencil I'm using is the Morphe one. It's only $5. I got it from Ulta, and it's in the shade, I think that's Java, but I love those pencils, and they're only $5. So yeah, if you're looking for a cheap one and a good one, that's it.
Purchase your tracks today.
So now what I'm doing is just doing hair-like strokes in the front of her brow. I actually like to make the brows a little bit longer in the front, just because I just like that look. And then I'm just going through our brows, filling them in, making them a little thicker, but not too harsh, not too dark. Just make them, look good. So now I'm going in with the spoolie just to brush out those harsh lines. Make sure her brows look really ombre and feathered, because you don't want any like straight lines. So
Purchase your tracks today.
So now I'm going in on the other side. I'm doing the same thing. I actually sped this side up because I didn't want it to be too repetitive. So now I'm taking some LA Girl concealer. I think this is in the color Cool 10. I'm not sure. I did this like a couple weeks ago, but I think that's Cool 10. And I'm just going in and just carving out her brows. What I like to do with the brush is just really saturate it with the concealer, but not too much, so that when I apply it, it just glides straight through. I don't have to keep reapplying and everything. But as you can see, you got a nice crisp line. On this side, you can better see how I hold my brush. I just hold it flat and just, ooh, look how I glide. And I really don't do anything to make my brushes flat. I got these brushes off of Amazon. They were like $7, and it came like with a whole bunch. So I didn't do nothing spectacular. I just covered it with the concealer, and it was flat like that. I really think flat brushes are really good when you're carving out the brows. Now I'm going on the top with the same LA Girl concealer. This one is a darker color. I think it's in the shade Fawn. I'm just doing the same thing, and she's falling asleep, as you can see, so I'm gonna end up putting her head back on the wall, so hopefully you guys can still see. I mean, it doesn't look too bad, but I think it's actually better to do it this way. If you like hold your client head back, it was easier for me just to do the brows, but as you can see, we're carving out the brows. They look snatched. So now I'm taking a Real Techniques crease brush. I can't even say it, y'all. Don't mind me. But I'm just blending out the top first because I don't want to blend out the bottom where the lighter concealer is, and then it's all on her forehead and stuff. So I just blend the top out first, and I don't go close to her brow. I just blend out the edges because when you start blending out close to the brow, it kind of makes it like, it takes away from the definedness of it. That's not even a word, but y'all know what I'm talking about. And now I'm just going over her lids with that same concealer I put under her eye, that same LA Girl concealer, and the color Cool Tan, yeah, the same color.
Purchase your tracks today.
Now I'm taking some setting powder and I'm setting her brows. I'm using the Maybelline Fit Me powder in the shade 30 just to set her brows. I actually like, not her brows, but her concealer. I actually like to set it because I feel like the eyeshadow lays better on powder, but you know. So now I'm going in with the Juvias place. I think that's the Warrior 2 palette. I had just got that palette, so I had to use it, but I'm just using the 2 browns that are in there because I just wanted to do a simple brown eye because I'm gonna put the rhinestones on there. So I just took the lighter brown shade, I don't remember what it's called, and I'm just putting that in her crease, and just blending it out, going back and forth, and then I'm gonna turn around and do the darker color on her lid.
Purchase your tracks today.
So while I was doing it, I noticed that her lids weren't as dark as I wanted them to be. So I went in with the Aina palette and I took the brown that's in there and then put that on the lid just so it can be darker. And I don't want y'all to think I got money because I don't. I got that on sale for like a good $25. So yeah, I'm all about, you know, the cheap products. So, but you really could use any brown if you wanted to like get this look. So now we're going to the part where I think everybody is here for. So I'm just going on with her lid with some that's Lilly Lashes lash glue. And let me tell y'all, that right there, don't play no games. Really don't. So now what I'm doing with the rhinestones, I'm taking like the biggest ones that I want to use and I'm putting them like right in the middle. I use my finger because I felt like that was the easiest way. And then I use 3 big ones, and as you can see, I'm going smaller as I go out. So the ones that I just placed were smaller than those, and then I'm just doing the same thing. Like the farther out on the outside of her eye I get, the smaller I go with the rhinestones. And I got those rhinestones from Amazon. They were also like $7. And it was real, like, it wasn't that hard to do. It didn't take me that long to do it. It actually was my first time doing it. So yeah, if you want to do this look, it's really not that hard. The only thing that I would say is don't put the diamonds in your crease, because I did that to her and I had to fix it, and it was like a pain because, like I said, that glue, once you put it on, it's on. And I had just so happened to get that glue because I went to Sephora and they didn't have any more dual lash glue. So the lady recommended the Lilly lash one to me, and that one, honey, that's some strong glue for real. Like, it plays no games. And then I did her liner off camera, and that's some liner I got from Dollar Tree, like basic liner. Like I said, I'm all about the cheap products. And it was e.l.f. liner, if you wanted to know. It's just like the basic liquid liner. I don't really know what it's called. You'll see it. It's the only really e.l.f. liner that's in there. So now I'm just applying her lashes. I just put lash glue on the lashes, let it dry a little bit before I put it on. And then once I put it on, as you can see, I fan it just to make sure it's on there secure. Now I'm taking some Maybelline Fit Me. This is in the shade 338. It's actually the same shade I use. Well, I used to. I got a little lighter. And I'm just going through her, applying it all over her face with a flat foundation brush. And now I'm going in with the Real Techniques brush and blending that out. I love this brush. I really like it because it's like it blends with no problem, and it's so big that you won't be there all day. So say if you got a lot of clients and you need to get done, I feel like it covers a lot of the face. And I did use primer. I forgot to say it's this it's like another product that I got from a subscription box. So it's called this glassy primer. It's supposed to make the skin look real dewy. So now I'm just going in and applying that LA Girl concealer all in her conceal points, which would be her T-zone, basically under her eyes, forehead, nose, and under the chin. I do use a different concealer sometimes. I use like the e.l.f. concealer, but the one that I have is actually not light enough, so I just use the LA Girl one.
Purchase your tracks today.
So now I'm going in with the Real Techniques setting brush. I love to use this brush to blend out concealer. It does it so like flawless. There's no streaks and anything, but my phone started running out of space, so I really didn't get to get everything. I only got doing this side. And you can also use a sponge, but for some reason I cannot keep up with my sponges. Like I just have to use a brush. And then now I'm just going in and I'm setting the concealer with that Maybelline Fit Me once again in the same shade 30. And then the only thing with Fit Me, you got to make sure you get the right color because it's not a translucent powder. So I use mostly 30 and 35. Like I use 30 for my lighter skin, and then for like my darker skin clients, I use 35. So now I'm going in with some pressed powder just to blend out like the harsh edges from the setting powder. This pressed powder, I got it from Family Dollar, just the LA Girl type thing, and it's just like the same skin tone as her, and I just do that to set the foundation. So now I'm going in with the Black Radiance contour palette. I'm using the deep dark one, but I use the middle shade. I actually use that middle shade on like a lot of skin tones, like her skin tone, darker. That middle one just goes a long way. I love it. And I'm just going in with that brush. I actually got that brush from Dollar Tree too, y'all. Gotta hit up Dollar Tree and Family Dollar. Don't sleep on them. I'm telling you, it be... So now I'm taking that dark brown shade from the Jackie Island palette, and I'm just going in her under eye and just applying that under there.
Purchase your tracks today.
Now I'm just popping some inner corner highlight. This is my favorite thing to do. Like once you do this, I feel like it transforms the look. Now I'm just applying some mascara to her bottom lashes. Now I'm going in with some blush, y'all. I bought this from Ulta. It's the Makeup Revolution blush palette. That blush, oh my God, I love it. Now I'm going in with this highlight. I got this out of a subscription box and I can't even remember the brand I got it from. But it's a really good highlight. I can put this on any skin tone. I can put a lot on, a little on. It would never look chalky. I love it. So now I'm just giving her a couple of molds and I'm cleaning off her nose ring. And look, watch this. So I'm going in and fixing her nose contour because it was a little messed up. And I did her lip liner. I used the concealer palette, the Ruby Kisses one in the darkest shade, but I didn't get that clip because my phone was running out of space. And now I'm using the Maybelline Superstay lipstick and I'm just going in and putting that in the center of her lip. And now I'm going in with the L16 Hour Setting Spray to set her makeup in place. And now you have the finished look. I loved this look. This is my favorite look I've ever done on anybody before. So thank you guys for watching this video. Make sure you like and subscribe and more content coming soon.